For this evening, we actually have a pretty stable set of instruments. We're working with a collection, as I said, of a lot. We have about 6,000 orchestrations. The music was arranged so that it could be used by a variable-sized orchestra because they didn't know who was going to be performing. It all depended on the budget of the theater. And in a small theater, you might just have a piano or a piano, violin, and drums, piano, violin, and cello. Or you might have a 30, 40-piece orchestra in some of the larger halls. And they all worked from the same orchestrations. They were carefully arranged and cross-cued so that if you didn't have an oboe, the clarinet player knows to play the oboe cues. If you do have an oboe, the clarinet doesn't play them. And they would have to, they get used to how to play these things. And we've gotten used to a 5-piece group. The piano is there because it's a small group. The piano is basically filling in for all the instruments that are missing. The violin is playing the lead lines most of the time. The clarinet plays a lot of harmonies, and whenever you get an exotic thing, with Beau Geste, we've got a couple of sort of what you might call oriental cues, where you want that sort of otherworldly nasal sound that you get in Arabian music, and the clarinet comes to the fore there. The trumpet is useful for adding power to the melody lines when things get loud, and especially in the battle sequences. Beau Geste ends with 3 rather apocalyptic-looking battles. You see, as you said, these thousands of Arabs coming over the dunes, and we've got a small number of people in the fort trying to stay alive, and we want to emphasize that. So big noise, lots of chaos in the music. And then the cello is the 5th instrument, and that again, is used to do a lot of filling out the bass line, but also a lot of counter melody writing in the bass. The cello is very different from what the bass would be doing. Then the instruments that we're missing, the second violins, the violas, the basses, and the flute and the percussion, most of that's covered by me on the piano, just filling out the background and making the thing sound bigger.